Coming up, is Philadelphia in danger of a hurricane? Find out next. Welcome back to MTS News 7. I'm Lauren Major. The National Weather Service has been carefully monitoring Hurricane Spencer as it makes its way along the eastern seaboard. The hurricane is currently measuring as a Category 3 and is expected to transition into a Category 4 as it continues its path. Meteorologists are currently concerned that its current path may lead to mass destruction in the areas around the city of Philadelphia. 12 years ago, we saw the detrimental effects of a hurricane hitting a major U.S. city with Hurricane Sandy in New York City. Are we looking at a similar situation with Hurricane Spencer? Here to speak with us about the science behind hurricanes is Dr. Doe from the National Hurricane Center.
Tropical cyclones, or hurricanes, form over warm tropical waters when ocean temperatures exceed 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm air rises, creating humidity and clouds, while winds converge, forcing air upward and distributing it, release heat. This rising humid air forms storm clouds, with external winds feeding and steering the hurricane. The spinning motion, driven from the Coriolis effect, strengthens the storm, forming a central eye. Hurricanes are rated on the Saffir-Simpson scale, from Category 1, minimal damage, to Category 5, catastrophic damage. Category 5 storms, with winds over 157 miles per hour, can destroy buildings, cause flooding, and loss of life. Storm surge, the rising sea levels, pushed by the storm, is especially deadly, and even lower categories can cause severe damage. The frequency of hurricanes varies by region and season. The Atlantic area average about 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes per year during its season from June to November, peaking in September. Recurrence intervals for specific locations depending on historical data and regional conditions. Long-term forecasting is challenging. Seasonal outlooks that are issued out months in advance provide general predictions and based on conditions like sea surface temperatures, El Nino or La Nina effects, and atmospheric patterns. These forecasts can estimate the number of storms expected in a season, but cannot predict individual storm tracks or intensities far in advance. Short-term forecasts have become much more accurate thanks to satellite data, computer models, and observational aircrafts. We can predict a storm's path and intensity over a 2 to 5 day range with high confidence. However, exact landfall points and intensity changes are still difficult to predict.
Thank you, Dr. Doe. Our live team continues to monitor Hurricane Spencer in the field with Tori Major. Tori, how's it looking out there?
Thanks, Lauren. You can see behind me along the Bucks County line is northeast Philadelphia, is what's probably the calmest portion of the Delaware River at this point. According to the markers, the water has risen a little less than a foot, but we are expecting a storm surge about 4 feet in the coming hours. Right now, the rain is pretty mild, but city officials are placing barriers and sandbags because water damage is still to be expected. City officials are also urging residents to take outdoor furniture and equipment indoors because wind speeds are also to exceed and increase potentially up to 110 to 130 miles per hour the course of the night. I'll keep you updated as things progress.
Thank you, Tori. Stay safe out there. So how can you prepare? Even if you're not going to be affected by flooding, we are expecting power outages all across the city. While it is a priority to reinstate the power as soon as possible, a speedy resolution is not a guarantee. This means making sure having your phones and battery packs charged and checking and replacing the batteries in your flashlights and smoke detectors. If you are in the flood zone, it is recommended that you have an evacuation plan. While there are no mandatory evacuations in place at this time, you should be prepared in case it comes to that. Stay up to date with all things Hurricane Spencer with MTS News 7 on radio, here on Channel 7, or on social media at MTS News 7. I'm Lauren Major. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe out there.